obviously was to try to have conditioning at the end of our practice and trying to mimic the temperature of our opening games, because the weather is so much hotter in August for the games than it is as the fall weather comes in October. So we were trying to condition and have like our play at the end of practice be more in the heat of the day, but it's not quite as hot today, but it's still a demanding workout for them.
Maine on 3, 1, 2, 3, Maine!
Well, today we were focusing on our defensive tackling skills. What situations on the field require different skills with their sticks defensively, and we were trying to work on our stick position inside our defensive circle and trying to make that a little bit better. We gave out maybe a larger amount of defensive penalty corners in our BU game than we would have liked or what our goal was for that game, so we're trying to just focus a little bit more on that area of the play. Too close, Emily. Too close. So when the attacker turns their back and they have their back to you, instead of being aggressive at that point, that's a good time for you as a defender to try to reposition your body again to which direction you want to try to force them, okay? Instead of trying to aggressively try to reach on where the ball is, and then they spin, and then we try to reach again where the ball is now on the other side, and then they spin again, and then, okay? So then it just like becomes that the attacker is in charge of what's going on. As a defender, we want to force the direction, okay? Okay, Brittany, you're all over her, too close. What? You stay in the same positions all the time. Doesn't matter if the play goes a little longer. The speed. Yep. Clear it. Yep. Good.
I'm very happy with what we've done so far. I think that every single day we're getting better and better. Our technique is getting sharper and sharper. We're growing together as a team. We're getting more comfortable with each other. There's a few more jokes going around, so it's like good camaraderie, and I think we're going in a good direction right now.
I think just the number of returners that we have quite a bit of experience coming back. So just what we talked about, just getting in those game situations. So the players that we have returning have a lot of play experience already from their first 2 seasons. And I think right now, I guess maybe just our basic skill level in terms of still what we have to work on. I mean, and have all the best tactics or play, but if we can't execute the plays technically, I think it's still a very important part of the game. Going up again, but she's
They were running all the way down.
When it's time to tackle the tough winter jobs, break through with a Fisher XV2 V-Plow. Towering flared wings deliver snow rolling action like you've never seen. Hidden obstacles are a given, but the Fisher Trip Edge system ensures the plowed snow stays where it belongs, in front of the blade. Reliable double-acting cylinders lock the wings together at the touch of a button for straight blade operation or clean back dragging.
Learn more about the XV2 V-Plow at fisherplows.com or by visiting Bangor Truck Equipment.
You support your Black Bears at the game. Why not support them everywhere you go? The exclusive Black Bear debit card only at Maine Savings. The Black Bear debit card is free to you and supports the Alphon Fund each time you use your card for a purchase. Just open a Red Wallet account at Maine Savings. Stop into our College Avenue branch or any of our other convenient branches. Show your pride. Make a difference. The exclusive Black Bear debit card only at Maine Savings. Learn more at mainsavings.com.
far as I'm concerned here, big things are we continue to be patient. All right, we understand and recognize these spaces. We exploit them with good timing. If they're not on, pull it back and do it. Make them run. Every time we shift, it makes them have to run across the field. Does that make sense? And that's work. And that's defend. So be patient. And understand when we get into these spaces that we're going to get balls in. We got a great ball in from Nick to the weak side. Let's be really, really deadly and anticipate at the back post. And we'll get one. And we'll get one. Okay? Big thing for me defensively is making sure the ball does not bounce. Okay? They haven't played out. I think they played out twice. The majority of what they do are kicks and punts, so make sure we influence the challenge, get a first touch if we can. If we can't get the touch, we influence it. Number two, all right, we get the knockdown, but the ball cannot bounce. All right? Hey ladies, you're doing great. You're doing really, really well. You're sticking to the game plan we said in the beginning, regardless of the outcome of what happens. Discipline and patience are really important to our story in the second half. Make them work. Use the ball to our advantage. Use possession to move them use possession to rest, right? And then when we get in these areas, unleash. Unleash. That's where we got to show that we've got a chip on our shoulder. Let's go out and show that chip on our shoulder in the right moment. Okay? Here we go. So here's our challenge, to think about being better at the game, all right? We've posed the scenarios of where we can get into in the spaces and what it takes to get into those spaces. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can put our spin on it now and dictate the way we want to play. Continue with your patience, all right? Continue with your patience, be supportive of each other, all right? Let's get at it. Here we go.
Guys.
On three, family. 1, 2, 3.
Family! Here we go, girls!
Dunkin's specially crafted coffees. Macchiato. Latte. New Americano. Cold brew. Made to make your day. America runs on Dunkin'.
EBS Building Supplies features paint like no other. They are your local authorized Benjamin Moore paint supplier. Any paint, any stain, any need, anywhere, indoor or outdoor. Benjamin Moore paint combined with the expert advice from EBS will brighten your day and your space. Color yourself inspired. It's your life. Live it. EBS Building Supplies can do. Just ask.
He's got him! Touchdown! Finding some blueberries there in the end zone. The Bears are hungry.
You support your Black Bears at the game. Why not support them everywhere you go? The exclusive Black Bear debit card only at Maine Savings. The Black Bear debit card is free to you and supports the Alphon Fund each time you use your card for a purchase. Just open a Red Wallet account at Maine Savings. Stop into our College Avenue branch or any of our other convenient branches. Show your pride. Make a difference. The exclusive Black Bear debit card only at Maine Savings. Learn more at mainsavings.com.
It's go time at Dunkin' with 2 egg and cheese English muffin sandwiches for $3. Enjoy 2 freshly made oven-toasted sandwiches and keep on all day long. America runs on Dunkin'.
If I had to be an animal, I'd probably be a raccoon because they're really cute and they dig through people's trash and get free food.
My favorite animal is a horse because it's fast, it's strong, it's like really smart. It's living like together, like many horses living together, and it's like really like, I love it. I just love it to see like how they live together and they're like strong. Yeah.
I don't dig through trash, but if it means free food, maybe I would.
My favorite animal is the black bear. And it's the black bear because for the better part of over half of my life, I've been affiliated with the University of Maine and Maine Athletics. And I see it every day. And when I think of what the black bear is all about, the strength, the pillar of strength, I think about our department, I think about our teams. And for me, the black bear is symbolic of my life. Corner! It's a corner! It's a corner!
Who touched it? Here we go, Caleb! Here we go!
Chris, relax.
Go on, Caleb! Go on, Candy!
It's a good run.
Come on,
Get in. Oh. Well, you know, this year's team is young. We start 8 freshmen and sophomores, and 15 of the 21 players on our team are freshmen and sophomores. So we're young. We've played 5 games to date. 3 have been in overtime. And I guess the silver lining in that is that, you know, for the 5 games, we've been in position to win every game. And we've played 2 of the top teams in New England. And, you know, at this point in time, to be able to say that we've been in position to win 4 of our 5 games, I think that's a very bright spot from my perspective. Now that's our choice. That's on us. Now we can make a game of it. We can win the second half. We can be better in the second half. Apply this. Dig down a little bit, because it's hard. You signed up for hard. They're not going away. And solve it. That's the challenge. And you walk off, and we decide if it was good enough. Understand?
Well, this year especially, we think that we have something to prove. You know, we have such a young team and people might be doubting us. We lost some personnel, but we have other people who are really shining way brighter than they have before in new positions. We have a new formation, so we definitely have something to prove. We just basically want to prove people wrong with our chip on our shoulder and our mentality, a killer mentality on and off the field, in school, on the field, when we travel, just everything. We really just want to prove people wrong.
Yeah, well, that really is driven by the players. The players came up with the idea that they've got something to prove. You know, we've lost some talented players through graduation. A couple kids transferred, which is, you know, it's all part of the landscape. And the feeling is that we're not relying on 1 or 2 individuals to make our team a great team. And I think they really wanted to come out and say that, you know, the strength of the team is greater than any one individual or 2 individuals. And
I think that's really a message that they developed over the summer. I think it's inspired them in their workouts, and I think they bring that to the field every time we play.
Told you guys the theme was fire and
Ice.
your ice. So based on that, our next 20 minutes is going to be a little conditioning. Hoping this film is going to be a little fun.
This is supposed to be in preparation for Richmond because the heat.
Today is a fire and ice, so the girls have decided that I'm the fire just because of the red hair, and Josette's going to be the ice today, but it will be revealed as the day goes on what fire and ice is going to
but the theme was fire and ice. Fire obviously was to try to have conditioning at the end of our practice and trying to mimic the temperature of our opening games, because the weather is so much hotter in August for the games than it is as the fall weather comes in October. So we were trying to condition and have like our play at the end of practice be more in the heat of the day, but it's not quite as hot today, but it's still a demanding workout for them. And then this afternoon, just a fun team activity. We were just gonna try to do some ice skating in the Alfond Arena.
This afternoon we have some ice skating at the Alfond, and we were going to do Canada versus the rest of the world, but I think the Canadians might have the upper hand on us, especially me being from England, and the Australians. I'm not sure how they're going to do on the ice, so it should be pretty interesting.
I'm sure their ice skating skills won't be that terrific. Maybe we'll have a few players that are able to be a little bit better, because I think they've played a little bit of ice hockey, maybe some of our Canadian players, but I'm pretty sure that our Australian players haven't been on the ice very much, so that'll just be challenging for them to just stand probably on their skates. But no, I think it's just an opportunity for them to be with each other and do a different activity, and interact with each other a little bit more. And because they're on campus here for before all the other students and before they're in classes, they still have like some idle time, so we're just trying to fill their day.
not make a 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock or a 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock lift on Monday, all right, you will see Coach Lynch and Coach Heinrich. That's all you need to know right now. That's all you need to decide in your life. Can you make a 4 o'clock lift or can you make a 5 o'clock lift? If you can't, what do you do? Very good.
Red shirts?
Very good. Yep, and then the red shirt guys, I love it. 6 a.m. baby. All right, red shirt. I'll remind you of that. Okay, I'll remind you of that. All right.